The Big Bus Tour.
Today, live from Robertson Street in Hastings.
Well, the order's gone in for the fish and chips. You can't come to Hastings, can you, and not have a bit of fish and chips. While we wait for those chips to fry, though, what better way to pass the time than to enjoy a little bit of bubbly? This is Justin and Nicola. They've popped along to see us at the bus. They're from English Wine Tasting and Tours. And you want us to do a little bit of a tasting challenge this afternoon.
That's right. We have a taste test that we're going to do. We've got two Blanc de Blancs. One is from Sussex, from Bluebell Vineyard. It's a 2011 vintage. And then I've got a Grand Cru from Champagne. Is from Auger, so proper Grand Cru. So we're going to really put the Bluebells to test to see which is better. But I think I know which is going to be the clear winner here.
Well, let's find out. Pop those corks, Justin.
Okay, let's go.
Try not to take anyone's eye out, okay? We don't want to pass by here in Robertson Street complaining.
Here.
Okay.
Yeah. Hang on.
Oh, is there any finer sound? Okay, so that's the Grand Cru that's been opened, and now
Vinci Champagne. That's Vinci Champagne. It's a Grand Cru. It's a Blanc de Blanc, 100% Chardonnay. It's about 9,000 acres down there, just south of Epernay. If anyone's been there, they'll know that region quite well. Now, we're putting this against the 2011 Bluebells, Blanc de Blanc. The winemaker there is Kevin Sutherland, and the associate winemaker is Colette O'Leary. They make a very good sparkling wine house. That's all they specialize in. But we've got two here to really put them to the test. So which would you like to try first, Alison, the champagne or the sparkling wine?
I'm going to go for the champagne first. Now, of course, you know, as we know, we've covered it a lot on the radio station, in a lot of international competitions. Actually, English sparkling, and in particular Sussex sparkling, has often outshone the champagne.
That's exactly right. In a lot of blind taste tests, the English wine, especially the Sussex vineyards, they actually do beat the Champagne region quite often. So let's start with the Blanc de Blanc from Auger. Okay.
Oh, it's going down very well, Justin, I have to say. Yeah, I mean, what better way, really? I mean, just sit back in the sunshine here in Hastings. Oh, no, there's a seagull. Has he gone off with the cork?
Yeah, he did.
The seagull's just come and stolen the cork. They'll go. He's dropped it again now. He's like, ugh, I was hoping for a kebab. I got a champagne cork. What's going on? I'm going to just have another little taste of this. You know, obviously, you've got to make sure you're thorough with your research. It's very good. It's very good. Very dry.
Yeah, there's a bit of lemony there, lemon flavors, a bit of apple, but you can really taste that minerality come through from the chalk soil. So it's a good one. So here we go. Let's try the Sussex.
Now, what should you be looking at? Well, obviously, the taste is important, but when you actually hold the glass out, like I'm doing now, with my little pinky out, which apparently is not the done thing at all, and royals are told not to do it because it's actually not classy, but I'm doing it anyway. What should I be looking for?
Yeah, so you're looking at color, you're looking at the quality of it, you're looking at the bubbles, the mousse on top, which is the foam that forms. Obviously, you kind of want to make sure that this is a bit of an aged wine, so you're going to notice that it's getting darker as it ages. So this is a 2011.
It's darker in colour, isn't it, to the champagne?
Yeah, the champagne is a non-vintage, and what we're drinking is a 2011 vintage. So that's all the grapes are from that 1 year of 2011 put in that bottle.
I only ever drink vintage normally, so this will just be. Oh, it does smell good. Here we go. Now, everyone is going to think that because we are BBC Sussex and BBC Surrey, I am automatically going to say I prefer the local sparkling wine. But I actually do. Yes. It's got more, it's got more to it. It's got more depth.
It's got more depth, more character. I think it's got better altolytic flavors that are coming through. The winemaker over there has a particular style. You can really see his artistry come through. He likes to leave it in the bottle for the second fermentation a bit longer, and I think that's really clear of what's happening here.
It's got a wonderful flavour. I'm just going to double check that flavour.
Yes, please do. We've got a whole 2 bottles to work through. So.
Wow, rest of the show could be interesting. You know, I'm supposed to get on a unicycle in a bit. I'm not sure this is probably the best preparation for that. Now. Tell me, how did you get into wine, and how long have you been running your tasting and tours?
Yeah, so this is our 4th year in operation. We got into wine. My wife, Nicola, is a foodie at heart. She used to work for the BBC Good Food Show. So we actually put on experience days, and that's what we do. Is we take people out to vineyards. We teach them about English wine, viticulture. We do a lot of different tastings with probably about core of 16 vineyards throughout the southeast, but predominantly those are in Sussex, to be fair. But yeah, we pick people up from Brighton, Haywards Heath, Hastings, country houses. It's really a great day out for birthday parties, special events, those big milestone anniversaries. And what it is about highlighting our local produce and what we can do here in England. So we do it quite well.
When I've spoken to other people who run similar tours, it always makes me smile when they say that there's quite a different vibe, shall we say, on the bus at the start of the tour than how it is at the end. Would you agree with that?
No, that's exactly right. Everyone's fairly somber, listening to us talk about the history of English wine, where we're going, movers and shakers in the industry. But after that first couple of drinks, the first vineyard, everyone starts chatting. They realize that they're all best friends by that time.
I love you. I've never told you how much I love you. I know I've only just met you on this wine tour, but I really, really love you. Have my number. That's nice, though. Not only are you teaching people, educating people about wine, you're bringing people together.
Yeah, absolutely. We do public tours and we do private tours, and the public tours, especially when everyone gets on the bus, they don't know each other, and by the end of the day, everyone's best friends. So it's a really good way of alcohol, and they all have the same thing in common: food and wine. They love it, so everyone likes everyone by the end of it. So.
Now, how did you two meet?
They're boring in a pub in London.
Alcohol was involved.
Yes. Exactly, in Fulham, of all places. But no, Nicola's a native Sussex. I'm obviously, from my accent, if anyone can tell, I'm American. I used to live in Northern California, so I used to go up to Napa and Sonoma. So that's where my background and knowledge in wine started. And then once I moved over to England, Nicola and I moved out of London, obviously, back to her home area, and we started doing wine tours.
And you live in Battle, is that right?
Yeah, we live in Battle, so we're actually we're really close to lots of the vineyards. There's some really local ones, but obviously we're close to the Sussex vineyards, but also the Kent vineyards, who also have a lot. So it's Kent and Sussex are really the biggest wine producing areas in the UK. So.
Well, what better way to enjoy our fish and chips, which is on its way, than with a little bit of English sparkling wine? Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thanks, Alison.